What's up, Friday Night Funkiners? The creator of Versus Imposter just put out a tweet a few days ago titled Moving On. Now, we're gonna take a look at this tweet in just a few seconds, but this begs the question, what is going on with Versus Imposter V4? Ever since version 3 came out in August of 2021, version 4 has been in development for over a year. And we've gotten some teasers on, Clowfoe's channel and small updates like Logo's Halloween and stuff like that. But, trailer after trailer and all this, it comes to a point where it's like, what's really going on? Well, okay, let's take a look at Clowfoe's tweet. So here we are on Clowfoe's Twitter. He changed his profile picture and banner, it looks like. And he did make a few tweets, leading up to this twit longer, talking about how he might want to step away, log out of Twitter, and having this much attention on him with a huge platform is just too much. Like, keep in mind, he's 17 right now. Like, that's young. But he does say here that, any projects I'm working on are still worked on. I'm just not going to be on there. So let's take a look at the most recent tweet, November 21st. And he has a twit longer linked here, so there's going to be something in there. And it's not that long, so I'm just going to read it with you. I think I'm gonna log off Twitter for good. I've learned a lot and met some really cool people during my time on here, and I'll always be thankful for it. But I also feel like I missed out on a lot of actual life stuff because of this account. I put too much of my life focus into my online presence and maintaining it, and cared way too much about what others thought of me. When Versus Imposter first came out, I was 14. He was 14! That is crazy! I'm 16 now. Oh, sorry, he's 16, not 17. My bad. I'm 16 now, and looking back, I can see how detrimental this large platform was to my mental health. I felt like I was on top of the world, but that illusion was gone once the realizations of what having a platform is sunk in. And keep in mind, he has 71,000 followers on Twitter, and on YouTube, he has almost 63,000 with videos that have millions of views. Like, it's schnuts. Anyways, I doom scrolled constantly, beating myself up over everything internet randos thought about me. I got involved in tons of drama and fights, even when it was pointless and only led back to stupid bickering. I spent so much time online that I kind of lost who I was as a person, and I'm trying to find that person again. That's honestly relatable when you build a huge following at a quick pace, and you kind of have all this attention on you. You don't really know what to do with it. And at least from my perspective, when I first made the guessing videos of FNF, I really struggled finding that balance between like the YouTube presence and who I am in real life, right? So I can't imagine that with a mod that's gotten like tens of millions of views. Anyways, at the end, he says, "Thank you all so much for everything you've given me. Although there were a lot of downsides, I still appreciate every person who supported me throughout these 2 years and have helped me out. I'm only a kid still and want to finish the little childhood I have left as a normal kid. I know it's a lot to throw away, but I really just don't feel like having this pedestal for me. For the people who are going to ask about Versus Imposter, I don't really know. It's not in my hands right now, and I beg of you to not immediately start harassing and begging the other team members about it. I'm gonna go now. Have a good one, everyone." So a few important things here. First of all, please no one harass Clowfoe for making this decision. He clearly needs a break, and he's done more than enough for this community. And like he said, this goes for the imposter team as well. It's probably a lot, switching ownership and figuring out how to release the mod when it's been in development for over a year. So I wish Clowfoe all the best, and I hope we could see him in happier times in the near future. But for those genuinely wondering, what is gonna happen with Versus Imposter, we can hop into the Imposter Discord to see if anything's going on, right? Just to say, it's very active. Very active. Unfortunately, they don't make any announcements on the stepping down of Clowfoe, but we can see here that October 20th, Nissan can confirm that they're all working hard to get the mod out of development. However, past that, they're just posting memes about, Versus Imposter V4 final trailer plus release date. And you got Mario being a dope AF little guy right there. You got Lois Griffin Versus Imposter V4 final trailer plus release date, and you just can't get a straight answer. However, once you scroll past the Mordecai and Twilight Sparkle fanfic, they're still making announcements as of today, and it's still as sussy as possible, so we can assume that things are still staying afloat. Personally, I don't think the mod's going to be canceled. Yes, the community went through a whole hell blaze a couple weeks ago over Lullaby V2, and I hope to God that Imposter does not follow suit. I think we have to focus on the more positives of the community and how many talented people we actually have in it. If there are any bad apples, just kick them out and move on, right? But Imposter is way too far in development for it not to be released in some form or the whole completed thing, hopefully. What do you think about Imposter V4? Do you think it'll survive the FNF Cancellation Hall of Doom and maybe become the next magnum opus of the FNF community? I'm optimistic. I wish Clowfoe the best and the team. Let's talk about it below, and remember to stay funky.